Hi, I'm Dr. Jackson Crawford. I'm the instructor of Old Norse and Norse-related subjects at the University of Colorado Boulder. Previously, I've made a video on my channel about Norse language and myth subjects that concerned the names of the runes in the Elder Futhark, but today I just want to talk about the names of the runes in Younger Futhark. Now, let me point out before I get into this that before I delete this YouTube channel and throw myself off one of these mountains, I do know the difference between Old Norse pronunciation and modern Icelandic pronunciation, as I've taught both languages for many years. In talking about Old Norse subjects, I typically prefer to use reconstructed Old Norse pronunciation because it more accurately reflects the way that the language was pronounced when the Old Norse texts that we have preserved were written. I have several videos, if you care to check them out, that I'll link in a corner in the top right that concern both Old Norse pronunciation and the modern Icelandic pronunciation of Old Norse that's become popular in the last century or so. But in this video, I will give the names of the runes in both Old Norse pronunciation as reconstructed and in modern Icelandic pronunciation for those who prefer such things. So the first rune is Old Norse pronunciation, fe, modern Icelandic pronunciation, fje. So fe or fje. Fe means wealth or cattle, or both. Then there's ur, same pronunciation both ways. Ur is the slag or dross from iron production, or it is a rainstorm, such as is threatened in the sky behind me. Then there's thors, modern Icelandic thus without the r usually pronounced, the meaning of which is a giant. Then there is os, or aus, according to the Icelandic rune poem, os, according to the Norwegian rune poem. The word os or aus with a long a means a god, a member of the family of the Aesir. The word os means an estuary or river mouth. Then there's reið, which means a ride or perhaps a vehicle. And then there is kjaun, or modern Icelandic kuin, which is a boil or ulcer, something unpleasant on a foot or hand. Then there's hagal, which means hail, modern Icelandic hagall. Then there's náður, modern Icelandic nuiður. This means need or threat or emergency. Then there's is, ice. Then there is ur, modern Icelandic ár, which literally means year, but typically specifically means a good year, a good harvest. Then there's sol, which means sun. Then there's tur, modern Icelandic tyr. That's the god with one hand who gave up his hand to the mouth of the wolf Fenrir. It can also be used as a word for any god, especially in poetry. Then there's bjarkan, which means birch tree. Then there is madr, modern Icelandic maður, which means man, person. Then there is logur, modern Icelandic lugur, that means a lake or small body of water. And then finally there's ur, modern Icelandic ir, which is the elm or yew tree. It's a little bit unclear perhaps which exact tree that might have been in Old Norse, but probably the yew. From the wilderness of the American West, I'm wishing you all the best.